Hello, everyone. Who is it? Well, haha, it's me, Catherine, Kitty Cat. Today I'm bringing you day 73 of staying away from refined sugars and specifically my triggers that send me into a spiral. It has been 73 days that I have started this journey and it is getting better and better. I have been quite fortunate though to have gone through this journey. Let me rephrase. So I am an online English teacher. So I teach English classes to children in China. Now, there is a 6 hour difference between us and them. And children go to school between the hours of 8 and let's say 5 o'clock. They go to public school. Now, 8 o'clock there is 2 o'clock in the morning here. So when most people go to a job, they work maybe 7 until 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the day, where my day starts at 2 o'clock in the morning and ends around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I don't necessarily sit and teach straight from 2 o'clock in the morning until then. I have breaks in between, sometimes more than an hour and a half, which I then go to bed. Now, when Corona and then everything else, the pandemic and so forth, I didn't teach for a bit and then we started up. It was about 2 months and then boom, they had holiday. So most of my journey with refraining from this has not really been in the midst of me at my most intense when it comes to hard work. And on Monday, I start properly with teaching early hours Monday to Sunday. And actually had, I'm pretty sure now if I think about it, quite a hectic panic attack yesterday. I couldn't sit still. Everything felt weird. I wanted to rip my skin off. I felt uncomfortable. And a lot of the times I don't always know why I'm having anxiety or panic attack. I can just try and deduce answers. So I'm thinking that that's a possible reason. And what happens is your sleeping routine is completely out of whack. And sleep is so important, guys. For you to focus, for your hormone levels, everything. The moment you don't sleep properly, especially if you're a person like me who needs 8 to 9 hours of sleep a day, and now you're going from, I don't know, 5 hours. And I try and go to bed early, but it does take a while. And also sometimes you're like, you want to spend time with family, or you just want to relax a bit, or you need to do things like eat or exercise. So all these factors result in, let's say, you're getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep. And that's not even solid hours always. Sometimes it's little, like 4 hours and then 2 hours, maybe an hour, and so forth. So basically, it's very hard on me mentally. You're tired, and when you do have a break, you want to treat yourself. And when you treat yourself, you tend to go to food. So I am also quite nervous to see how this is going to affect me mentally, how it's going to affect my energy levels, how it's going to affect my eating. That's why I'm going to try so hard to be consistent, because I don't want to get to a point where I've just, like, let's say after 2 or 3 months of this, I'm like, I'm done. And then I go to the shop and I buy chocolate. So I'm foreseeing a possibility of it getting there, and I'm going to put all measures into place to hope that it won't happen. But it's a reality, and I need to make sure that it doesn't happen, because I don't want to throw away all the progress I've made. But I'm not saying if you relapse, you've thrown away all your progress, as long as you get back on track. I'm not saying relapsing is not bad. Obviously, it is bad, but it doesn't mean that you haven't now learned anything, and everything you've learned about yourself in the process gets undone. You just start from one again, and starting from one again is tough, especially when you've been doing something for a very long time. If you've been doing it for a couple of months or years or so forth. And that's something that you got to face. So I won't want to kill myself if I relapse, but I will be upset, very upset and disappointed. And I also feel like sometimes the more a person relapses, maybe, I'm speculating, the more you relapse, the more you think, I can't do this. And with myself, I feel like I've had to build up a lot of trust in myself to show myself, yes, you can do this. Yes, you can be consistent. Yes, you can deal with picking up a little bit weight and not hating yourself. Yes, you can grow as a person. Yes, you can stay away from chocolate and your life will not be ruined. Yes, you can be happy. And believing in myself that I can do it, because that's what has happened. These 73 days has shown, yes, you can do it. Yes, you have power. Yes, you don't need to give in to temptation. Yes, your life is not bad without chocolate. It's just the same. It's better. So I'm trying to keep that in my head, and I'm trying to not dread what's going to happen next week too much. Um, yeah, other than that, today's been a tough day also. You know, it's weekend, and a lot of people, you work Monday to Friday and then you have your weekend off. Unfortunately, I work even harder on weekends, and it's tough because you start getting less me time, and me time I find is so important to realign yourself to not be a robot. Um, I've just finished exercising. I'm going to go have my dinner, and then I'm going to sit on the couch and watch some TV, watching NCIS, and then hopefully I can go to sleep, fall asleep quickly, rest solidly, and get ready to wake up at 3:30 tomorrow morning and do it all over again. One good thing I can say about this is routine becomes so vital. To go to bed, to eat when you eat, to so forth and so forth. It becomes so important, and it becomes such a thing that you don't actually think about. You don't think, oh, what am I going to eat? Oh, am I going to exercise? It's just a matter of do, 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 do. There is no matter of how do I feel, what do I want to do today. Every day becomes the same. There is no weekend, there is no Tuesday. Every day is another day. I know a lot of people struggle with regards to temptation, or wanting to relapse on weekends, because that's when you have free time, and then it's like, oh, it's the weekend, this is when I normally have treats. So that's the nice thing for me, is Monday to Sunday becomes the exact same. So cravings become easier to handle during the day. It's when you have time off, that's when you don't know what to do with yourself. Because I don't know if you guys have ever experienced when you're constantly busy and you're on the go, and then you do have time to rest. You don't know. You're like, what must I do? Oh, all this free time. It's crazy, eh? My exercise is going very well. I am feeling a little bit stronger. My eating is easier. I feel like I'm not hungry. I'm not weak, which is nice. So I've increased my calories, and I'll be increasing it again next week. And I think it's going to be so incredible to get to a stage where I'll have so many calories that I can deal with, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get all this food in? I can't wait for that. So that's going to be cool. I'll probably more, instead of eating more food, I'll add more dense things. So I'll keep probably my food plus minus the same, but I'll add like mayonnaise, or instead of carrots, I'll have sweet potatoes or things like that. And then the things that used to be like my binge or my treat, like having a whole plate of air fried potato chips, can become part of like a daily thing, that if I want, I can have it and I don't have to feel guilty or so forth. Because apparently, when it comes to binge eating, that is like the key, to give yourself the food you want a lot, so that when you do allow yourself to have it, you don't overeat. And I've been a person who's restricted myself so long that when I do have what I want, I always overeat. I have had a problem with binge eating, and I know it comes from restriction. So that will be interesting. All right, everyone, that's all I have to say. Today's day 73. Things are going well. Consistency. Be honest with yourself. If you make excuses, be like, I'm making an excuse and it's okay, but I'll do it tomorrow. Make sure you'll do it tomorrow. Be consistent, be honest with yourself, be aware of your actions, because being aware of your actions help you to analyze them and then see how you can break bad habits and build good ones. It's nice to know where things come from. That's why when you watch like NCIS or CSI or whatever, they don't just find, in order to find the murderer, you need to find why the guy murdered, or why the girl stole, or why. If you can find out why, then you can fix it. All right, everyone, enough from me. Have a fantastic Saturday. See you all tomorrow. Bye.